Hey, good morning, friends. Buenos dias. Ya te ben. It's Monday morning, and we gotta go to work. Let's go see how cold it is and everything. It is like in the 20s here in Texas. Frozen. All right. Let's see if I'll bust my butt. Hey. All right. A lot of ice on the steps there. Ice on the door. Oh. So I had to start my truck remotely from inside the RV. About 2 or 3 times, and my door was froze shut. And I'm glad I did, because my windshield is defrosted. I was worried about that. All right, now to go see how the roads are. Did I say good morning? Good morning, buenos dias, and ya te ben.
In the mix.
You. Little Bryan Adams. That's for my neighbors up north in Canada. All right, so everything's good. Nice and warm in here. I don't know if my wipers work. Let me see. Nope. Nope. Still frozen. So, go ahead and start heading out. So far, so good. I don't want to slide into anybody. So, like I told y'all, my water froze, and yeah, there was nothing I could do about that. Hopefully today, let me see, it is 30 degrees right now. Hopefully today it'll get up above freezing and the water will thaw out. Now, one thing I didn't do was run a drip. So when I contacted the park, because I wasn't sure if they had turned off the water just to kind of protect the pipes, they said no, that everything was still running. And of course I asked some of my neighbors, and they said, yeah, we ran a drip, or we covered the pipes or something, right? So I didn't do any of those things. That's on me. Yeah. Well, all right, guys. We are going to just take our time. I need to put my seatbelt on. Gonna take our time getting over there. And we'll see you in a bit when we get on the road. All right. Hey, have you guys ever been to a Laredo Taco Company? Well, we're about to go into one now. And I accidentally pulled into a handicap parking, but oh well, they're gonna have to forgive us this one time. So, yeah, Laredo Taco Company, guys. I'm gonna check my lotto while I'm here. Ooh. Slippery. Lotto tickets, check those out. So yeah, Laredo Taco Company, they have got a ton of good stuff to eat. I'll show you here in a minute. Unfortunately, the Laredo Taco Company was not open, so Jack in the Box is going to take its place. Let's head on over to Jack in the Crack. Get something there. Hopefully they're open. I don't even know if they're open. Lights are on. It does not look like they are open. Oh my goodness. Really, guys? Nope. That's bad. So, I don't know what we're going to do now. Closed. I guess no breakfast. Man, it's bad. I'm going to stop in this Shell across the street here and see if they got maybe a taco or something. Just Alright guys, let me go check this out and I will be right back with you. Alright guys, so you know what? I don't know about you guys, but I am a big believer in nothing is ever by accident. What I mean is nothing was at that store for me to buy. Otherwise, I'd already been headed to work. And then I went to Jack in the Box. Well, same thing there, but it was closed. So I come over to this store, which, by the way, guys, they have a little kitchen in there, and a bunch of little old Mexican ladies working there. I'm talking some authentic Mexican food. So, yeah, that worked out pretty good. I got me a little breakfast taco. Couldn't beat it, man. So anyway, there was a gentleman there with his hood up, and he had his jumper cables out. Obviously, his truck battery had died on him. So that's what we do here in Texas. And I'm sure other parts of the country too. But we so that's what we do here in Texas. Is I guess these lights just stop working. We help each other. So I seen this guy. Obviously, he needed a jump start, and we help him. That's how we are, for the most part. Now, do we have our certain type of people that will not help? Yes, we have those as well. But I am a big believer in that nothing is by chance, nothing is by luck or accident. I believe that God puts us where He needs us. Just like I believe that my wife Emily, he put her there. I was going through a real bad divorce, and I was a little lost. I consider myself a very, very strong person. I do what needs to be done, but I was alone at that time in my life. I was alone, and I was hurting, and I believe that he put her in my life to show me what love really is. So, anyways, I believe God put me here today. He made sure that the Laredo Taco Company was closed. He made sure that Jack in the Box was closed, and made sure that I went over to that little store across the street, which I'd never been to, right? I'm a big Coke Zero guy, and usually the Shell stations don't have Coke Zero, so I just never stopped there. So this one time I stopped, there's a guy that needs help, and that's where I think God needed me. So I'm glad we were able to, work through him and do his bidding. So with that, I see the sun coming up too. I know it's going to be a good day, even though it is 24 degrees out here. It's going to be a good day. And I truly believe that in my heart. I truly believe that our water is going to be unfrozen. Emily stayed at the trailer with Leia, and I'm 100% sure everything is going to work out. So, yeah. It's been an interesting morning, put it that way. But I feel good. I feel fulfilled. I'm not exactly the most church-going person there is, guys. I don't want you to think that I'm some kind of this or that. I believe in God. I believe in all the teachings. I try my best just to be a good person. So, yeah, I'm not always where I want to be, but I try. That's about all we can do. So, all right, guys, I am going to get to work, and I will report back when I get there. See you in a bit. All right, friends, so we made it safe and sound to work. Parking lot's looking a little thin. Maybe not everybody's going to show up to work today, but we're here, and this is what it is, guys. This is, I was kind of mentioning this to my wife the other day, in that this is the alpha male world that I've always thrived in. I've always been in. And we were talking about why we have a lot of people, maybe acting a certain way in our country. And I was telling her that a lot of these people that are acting this way or that way is they don't know what it's like, to put on some work boots and come out and work on the railroad, or work on a flight line on an aircraft carrier, or oil field. When it comes to these demanding, tough jobs, we don't have time. We don't have time to be out there, demonstrating and supposedly protesting in the city centers and stuff. We you know what? We got to go to work, and that's what we do. I think there's a lot of people in this country who don't understand that, but to each his own, right? I'm going to take care of my family as best as I can. I'm going to show up every day to work and do my best. So those are the things that are high on my priority list. So yeah, as far as what's going on in the country, that's for another video. But I know that I vote and elect the best people that I think have the best plan. They're not always perfect. Yet I have yet to see a politician who's perfect or has the best plan. Everybody, you just kind of take some good with some not so good and hope for the best. Just hope that they take care of us and keep us safe. So yeah, we'll be going to work here in a little bit. So we will say goodbye, and you guys have a great week. I know that the weather is still kind of moving its way eastward. All my friends at Disney, you ought to be getting it here, if not today, here pretty soon. So be ready. All right, I'm sure a lot of y'all's flights are going to get canceled. And I'm going to put a little plug in here for my wife. Guys, if you're looking to take that magical vacation, Disney vacation, whether it's California, whether it's Florida, whether it's a Disney cruise, my wife is the answer. She is a travel planner who specializes in Disney vacations. She can help you, and the best part is it's free. It's a free service. So yeah, why not? Ask questions, guys. There's nothing, there's no credit card, there's no nothing. It's all just a matter of asking what you need to ask, and let's get you booked and planned. And I'm telling you guys, if you haven't been to Disney, you're missing out. So, all right, guys, with that, I want to let you go. You guys have a great week, and we'll see you in the next one. All right, little bonus video footage. Check this out. Look at that. How about that, guys? That's bacon and egg with a little cheese. You cannot beat that, guys. That is a Texas tradition. Would you put it that way? All right, guys. See you in the next one.